G'day guys, my name is Ethy and welcome to episode 5 of my Let's Play Vault Hunters World. Now, you can see we're in the shipyard, or again where it's going to be, and yeah, I got some feedback. I was told the ship looked a bit too tall, so we're bringing it down a bit. So you can see we got the two layers. We've got the one at the top and the one at the bottom. The one at the bottom is obviously where we're bringing it down to. So I will start doing that, and if you're new here, maybe consider liking and subscribing for us. So let's do this, but in the meantime I think I've got something else for us. Alrighty, so at this moment we have a few things that I want to do. First of all is we have a whole bunch of stuff that we can identify. Let's just get these guys first. Do that. Alright, we've got slimy and what's that? Phylactery. So slimy, negate all fall damage and bounce when you hit the floor. Alright, cool. Phylactery increases your mana regeneration by 50%. Alright, that could be cool. Let's whack them in there. These guys, yep, they've gone into our pouch. Let's get them out there. Let's just turn that off for now. Alrighty, did we have any in here or did I take them out? No, that's our double. Alright, let's go upstairs. Alright, here we are. So that one there, and what's this guy? Done. Beautiful. Alright, I'm going to go identify all that gear and see if we come up with any upgrades. Okay, so we have all our stuff upgraded and we are looking absolutely amazing. One more thing I want to do is, if we have a look here, I've done some things. So let's just go complete things. Reroll gear piece, done that. Pylon and temporal shards. Break a pylon to have a chance of getting a temporal shard. We hit level 40. We're getting some things. Now, there are a couple more things that I've actually put out in this handy dandy thingy here. Now, if we grab all that, that is an alchemy table. And that there is the hopper botany pot, so we don't need that. But if we do this as well, that is a stamp book. So let's go, bam, stamp. There we go. Stamp book. And can we? Think of that one. That one. Do that. There we go. Alright. So we got alchemy table. Acquire alchemy table. Beautiful. I don't think I've actually used this guy before. Let's whack that there. Yeah, alchemy table. Cool. Don't know what that does. Now this stamp book. This is for these guys here. And I don't exactly know what's going on here either. Let's whack all of them in there. Yeah, doesn't tell us what's going on, but we will work that out at some point. So let's whack a stamp book in there. And that guy, I don't know. It says unidentified. What does that mean? Do I roll it? Oh, it's rolling. Something's happening. I don't know what this thing does. Temple Shard Pylon Hunter. Ooh, okay. I think Like that there. I don't know how these guys work, but we'll work that out later. So we've done that. Let me put all this stuff away, and then I think it is long past due to get our first vault tool. Alrighty, so we have put everything away, and if we look here, this is what we're going to need. So can't get that yet because it's level 50. This guy here, let's get that. Bam. Now I'm pretty sure I need axing, which means we can chop wood, but I've got these guys here as well. So let's whack that in there. Whack our axing on. So now we've got picking and axing, which is a pick and can do wooden, living, gilded, coin, wooden, ornate, and soulbound. So we still have a lot more stuff we can do. Now it is only our first one, so we don't need too much, but if we do like a bunch of rarity, let's whack a couple of mining speed on. Trap disarm's probably good. I don't want to use... Yeah, so I don't want to use any of these ones because, as I said, it is our first one. So these ones here will probably be better for later on. Let's do a couple of them and let's see where we are. Mm, 35 left. We got picking, axing, living, gilded, coin, wooden, ornate, soulbound, 10.5 mining speed, and some item rarity. You do some more mining speed. Well, it's not going to be the best, but let's just do that. That'll get us a little bit more. 25 left. Can we craft anything? Hydro, pulverizing. No, okay. Maybe go a trap disarm. We'll do that. Let's see what happens there. Can we get both of these on? Yep, that should do it. Alright, we'll do that. There we go. Let's quickly run here. Get out of the way. That one. That one. Now we got efficiency. Unbreaking. And I'll go silk. Right, we have our first vault tool. I think now what we need to do is run a vault. So let's go test out our tool. Okay, so before we quickly test our tool, I've got some unspent skill points and expertise points to take. So let's quickly do that. Okay, let's go expertise first. Let's just take 2 in bounty hunter. So now I can choose 2 bounties. What do we want to do here? Go dungeon, champion, and assassin. Fatal strike, and let's go javelin. What's that one? Damage. Let's go 2 in that. Alright, cool. Now let's jump into a vault. Okay, so here we are in the vault. Let's get into it. We have a brazier. So what do we need? Let's get these guys as normal. Get a bunch of this as blocks. That should do it. Let's turn our belt on. And west is home. Alright. Let's run through. Okay, so we're going to speed through this one and show you how the new tool works. We've got to get rid of these mobs. And that's why we're speeding up. Get rid of all this, and yep, here we go. We can now mine the chest. If we had a little bit more mining speed, it would help on the wooden chests. But yeah, no, that's alright. Let's get our first brazier. Again. All good. Need more mining speed, so we'll do that on the next tool, but we can vein mine, so let's get these guys out of here. Height. Yeah, this is very, get out. This is very quick. That's almost an instant mine. So yeah, let's keep going and see how we go. Get rid of these guys, and these gilded chests should be instant mine. Pretty much. Look at that. Beautiful. So now we'll be able to do a lot more with it. All we need to do is get a bit more mining speed and we should be right, but this will do us for now. Get rid of these guys. Chest again, almost into mine. So yeah, that is absolutely lovely. Having the whole vein mining ability, and we are getting everything. Coin is pretty much instant mine. So yep, this will help us out a lot. So let's keep going. Okay, so here's our last brazier. Let's get that and let's get out of here, I reckon. So that new vault tool seems to be working really well, but as I said at the start of the episode, I want to drop the ship down, and as you can see, I have. I've also started adding a bit of black concrete around the base to start actually making the ship look like a ship. But yeah, it has been a lot of work. So Ash, thank you, but also been a lot of work. I've had to drop everything. I was hoping just to drop it down a little bit and add shipping containers underneath it, but no, I had to go lower than that. So if we just go in here and go ship, here we are on top of the ship. You can see we've got our shipping containers. I've done the first few here. I've added a design to one of them, so I'll have to go through and do the rest. If we run all the way down the back, here we go. So we still need to put the wheelhouse in here, but yeah, all of this was taken down and remade. So I think this took me about 6 hours or so just to drop everything back down and yeah, get back to where we were. And we've started the second layer, so that is good. But on that note, I think I'm done. So hopefully in the next episode we can get all of these shipping containers in, maybe the wheelhouse as well. But as I said, this is going to be a slow progression, because yeah, it's a lot of work. So on that note, I've been Ethy, and until next time, take it easy, kids. Bye.